Today we are talking about something that often goes unnoticed. Holidays and how they can become emotionally charged when narcissistic family members are involved. Whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, Valentine's Day, or pretty much any holiday, these occasions that are supposed to bring joy and union can instead magnify dysfunction in family dynamics. But before we get into it, let me introduce myself. I'm Jen Hachia, and on this channel, we explore the complexities of psychology and manipulation in both personal and professional settings, and then we discuss it in the comments below. So if that feels interesting to you, you are welcome to subscribe. And if you're already a regular watcher, hello there. Now let's dive in. The holidays are supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year, but for many people, these can be the hardest times of the year, not because of the season itself, but because of the pressure that narcissistic relatives can place on them. And there are many reasons why this happens, and we are going to cover that and understand how we can protect ourselves from these emotionally intense times. The holidays are often associated with a huge spike in domestic violence reports. Research shows that major holidays often tend to see a rise in assault-related injuries and domestic incidents. So why does this happen, and why don't narcissists use the chance of performative actions to actually use holidays in their favor to make themselves look better? Well, because for narcissistic family members, holidays are not about joy or connection. They are about a stage for control. Whether it's gift giving, family gatherings, or even something like meal planning, narcissists will manipulate these situations to assert or enforce their dominance. So no matter how much you try, it's never enough. How do we handle this? Well, first, it's crucial to understand that these holidays don't have to be about fulfilling someone else's expectations, especially not your parents, especially not your partners if they are demanding too much of you. In fact, if they are demanding too much of you, or you feel that they are, just stay away from them, because it doesn't make sense to spend time of your life. It doesn't make sense to waste precious time of your life with people who don't make you feel worthy. So by recognizing the patterns in narcissistic behavior, where everything often revolves around their needs and perfection, you can start protecting your own peace, which should be your priority. Setting boundaries and focusing on self-care are powerful tools that can help you reclaim control during these times. And yeah, I know that not everybody can just all of a sudden run away from home or leave their spouses or go no contact with their families. So there are some strategies that you can use to protect yourself, even if you have to sit at dinner time with them. But let's dive into research for a moment. According to studies by Boutillier and Corona, holidays tend to exacerbate tension because they come with very high expectations, especially for narcissistic individuals. Whether it's the perfect gift or flawless holiday meals, narcissists often use these occasions to impose themselves and control you. Narcissists also don't view gift giving as most people do. Research by Hiron and Kirk show that for them, gifts are less about generosity and more about power. They don't give gifts as a gesture of love or to make you smile. So if you have ever given a gift or planned a celebration only to have it dismissed, criticized, or absolutely scrutinized, you are not alone. This behavior is not about you failing to meet their standards. It's about their desire to manipulate and be the center of attentions. So how can you protect yourself? Because these experiences can be incredibly unpleasant and traumatic. Even when you do go no contact with them at one point in your life, you can still get that kind of icky feeling during the holidays and not understand why. Well, that's trauma for you, because you need to learn how to process these experiences and move on from them. So first, you need to start recognizing your boundaries. If a narcissistic relative demands that you participate in a certain holiday tradition that you do not feel comfortable with, or expect you to engage in a toxic family dynamic, it's okay to say no. The holidays don't have to be spent fulfilling someone else's unrealistic expectations. Take care of your emotional health. If you feel overwhelmed, allow yourself to step back. Allow yourself to leave the room. Allow yourself to leave the house. Take a breather. Go for a walk. You don't have to be there 24/7 or attend every single family gathering or meet everybody's expectations. And remember that it is perfectly okay to choose peace over conflict. If you have to be in this setting, in this environment, and you absolutely cannot step away, that is probably your sign that you are really enmeshed with your toxic family member, and it's more of a sign that you need to start planning your exit to safeguard your emotional sanity. Because when you detach emotionally from these toxic dynamics, you take away their power. Remember that the holidays should be a time of joy, of gratitude, of connection, and self-care. But yes, for many of us, they can become a minefield of manipulation and guilt, especially when narcissistic family members are involved. So understanding all of this and trying to put these steps into practice is essential for you to reclaim your peace. Don't ever let anyone make you feel guilty for choosing your well-being and for setting some boundaries. So if you have ever experienced this or you are experiencing it right now, feel free to share in the comments. I would. So if you are going through this right now, or you have already gone through it and are still processing all your experiences in the past, please feel free to share these in the comments. Maybe some other people will read it and feel like they can relate and not feel so alone in their holiday season as well. And if you do have some pointers in how you personally handle narcissistic family members, also feel free to share. Let's discuss it in the comments because I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to hear more about this entire conversation on holidays and narcissists, you can listen to the podcast episode that goes a bit more in depth. Or if you just want to see more of this content and learn more about how you can protect yourself and your peace, you can check out my other videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!